do buckaroos is I have to adjust that. Now as it came out different when I started that. There we go. Wow, I finally got that fire going. I've been working on that for I don't know how long. A good hour anyway. Anyways, pardon my enthusiasm. I am Tom the Beer and Whiskey Whisperer for the purposes of this video anyway. So my wife picked this up for me a couple weeks ago. It is from O'Fallon Brewing. It's called Guilty Pleasure. It's a strawberry chocolate porter. Now they're known for their chocolate cherry ale, but this is chocolate strawberry. It's a little different. It's very likable. What I like about it, in all honesty, is that it's not sweet. You feel the tart strawberry. You don't feel the sweetness of the berry. And it's only 5.7, so typically beers like this tend to be high ABV. This one is not. Once again, let me try to adjust that a little bit. I also had a little bit, oh, there we go, nice, that fire, nice. My Larceny, finishing up my Larceny, 92 proof wheat and bourbon, Larceny. And in my opinion now, people want to go crazy over Buffalo Trace. This was a 92 proof whiskey, runs about the same amount, and in my opinion, it's a better whiskey. But at the very least, it's of an equal quality. So whether you like it better or not, hey man, the quality is there. Try something different. Don't get locked into what somebody else says you want to be drinking. Anyways, cheers, man. I got some Mike Campbell playing right now, A Dirty Mind. Mike Campbell, The Dirty Knobs. I just found this the other day, and it drives me crazy when I hear something like this, and I can't believe I haven't heard of it before. Mike Campbell and Dirty Knobs have been around for a few years. This is a brand new song, though. Wicked Mind just came out. So you feel a lot of the usual suspects on the nose, right? But one thing I pick up that's a little different is I'm picking up a little maple on the nose. It is my personal belief that Mike Campbell's a better guitar player than he ever got credit for, especially when you listen to, well, I've been listening to a lot of the Dirty Knobs catalog, and I'm thinking, damn. But even going back to the Tom Petty material, going back to Rain Down a Dream, that guitar solo was absolutely brilliant. I think he's a lot better guitar player than he got credit for. So I feel some dark chocolate on those, but I feel that tart strawberry rather than sweet strawberry notes, which tells me they're probably using actual strawberry and not strawberry puree that most will use. With a rebel soul, got a wicked mind and a heart of gold. I feel like this song could have been written for me directly. I feel like they were channeling my spirit when they wrote this song. I swear to goodness. I'm a sinner with a rebel soul, got a wicked mind and a heart of gold. I mean, damn. Anyways, I digress. So as promised, yeah, I mean, Spotify, Neil Young, Joe Rogan. What are my thoughts on the matter? We don't care, Tom. Yeah, you probably don't, and honestly, you probably shouldn't. I want to tell you anyway, because that's what I told you I was going to talk about. Neil Young doesn't need Spotify. Spotify doesn't need Neil Young. I mean, you know, so I'm not surprised. Neil Young's been fighting injustice his entire life. I was going to say career, but he's been doing that before the music career. I mean, that's what, going back to Buffalo Springfield, I mean, that's what Neil Young has done his entire musical life. So I'm not sure why some folks are surprised of the stance that he took. Because it's never been about Neil Young personally. It's always been about, you know, again, the injustice. Neil Young doesn't want to be a cog in the machine that deliberately, you know, puts out misinformation. So he says, take my stuff off. Through pressure, Spotify said, okay, we'll do it. Joe Rogan? Well, that's another situation. Does Spotify need Joe Rogan? Well, I do believe Spotify is making some money on Joe Rogan, but I don't believe Spotify needs Joe Rogan. They'd probably take a hit of Rogan left, but there's another ignorant-ass podcaster out there that'll take his place. But Joe Rogan, I do believe Joe Rogan needs Spotify. I think it's the largest platform he's got right now to throw out his misinformation and, you know, ignorant-ass propaganda. But unlike most people, unlike most, I don't think Joe Rogan's evil. Well, Joe Rogan himself said he was an idiot, but I don't think Joe Rogan is an idiot. I think Joe Rogan knows his fan base are idiots. I think Joe Rogan knows who his fan base are. And Joe Rogan's fan base isn't looking for facts. They're not looking for reality. They're not looking for truth. They're looking to be validated. And Joe Rogan's going to validate the morons. That's what he does. And he does it extremely well, which is why he's popular. So Joe Rogan, I don't think Joe Rogan's an idiot. No, I think Joe Rogan is smart enough to know that his fan base are idiots and he's pandering to them. So there it is. I mean, yeah. I wasn't surprised how it went down. I was, well, Spotify blinked for a second, right? They kind of blinked like, no, we're in charge here. We're going to keep you and we're going to keep Rogan and we've got it all under control. But they blinked, so okay, we'll release Neil Young's catalog. We'll do it. Those of us that listen to Neil Young, we don't need to find it on Spotify. Hell, most of us still have albums. We don't give a rat's ass. We're going to find it somewhere else. We'll pull it up on Pandora. We've got the albums. We're going to find something. We don't care. And any of us that grew up listening to Neil Young, no, we weren't surprised. I grew up listening to Buffalo Springfield, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and then the whole Neil Young catalog. No, his whole musical career has been about fighting the big machine. So I'm not surprised of his decision. I'm honestly almost surprised he let his music sit in that catalog for this long, in all honesty. As far as Joe Rogan's concerned, I got no thoughts about Joe Rogan one way or the other. He can go on taking horse dewormer for all I care. I don't know. I don't think Joe Rogan's an idiot. I think he's smart enough to know that his fan base are idiots. So he's gonna pander to that because that's what makes him money. What Joe Rogan actually believes, I don't think any of us know. Because he's telling people exactly what they want to hear. And that's what the far extreme right wants, right? They don't want truth. They don't want reality. They want to be validated. And people like Joe Rogan, Hannity, Carlson, they validate these morons. And that's what they do. There you go. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer. Whiskey Evangelist. Pull up a whiskey, drink, and Purveyor of Wisdom. Somebody asked, Tom, isn't it smart to talk politics on your beer channel? You should have a separate channel for that. And quite frankly, I don't care. I'm kind of like Neil Young. I don't give a rat's ass. I'm not trying to make friends. I've always been honest. If I'm talking about beer, if I'm talking about politics, if I'm talking about social issues, I'm going to be honest with you 100% down the line. It's what I've always done. So people are going to like me for that, or they're not going to like me for that. And quite frankly, I can't control whether you like me or don't. All I control is what I do and my integrity. I've got enough integrity to always say what I believe. So there you go. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, BeerVangelist, plus beer drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, man. You really didn't think I was going to chug all that, did you? It's not what I do, man. Clear Blue Flame, Delta Moon. One artist I truly miss from last year, Tom Gray of Delta Moon. Passed away last year from brain cancer. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. And every time somebody will say an artist that they really miss, and it's always somebody of extreme fame. Tom Gray might not have been of extreme fame, but he was a man of extreme talent, and he's the one that I really miss the most, in all honesty. Tom Gray of Delta Moon, man, was just a great individual. So there you go. Now, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, BeerVangelist, perfect drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, man. All right, good guy. Cheers.